Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. I know a lot of us are still thinking of Lytton and the Pacific Northwest, and we should, but here in Ontario, there's another crisis and potential disaster brewing that not enough people are talking about. So the issue in question is the Anishinaabe Nation wants Ontario to declare an emergency as forest fires threaten their Indigenous communities across Northern Ontario. Now, the reason why they want Ontario to make a proper declaration of an emergency is so that it means that the province can fully support evacuations and help try and provide a broader sort of attack, if you will, against the fires and to try and contain them and form some kind of management out of it. Now, the Anishinaabe Nation is, to broadly sum up, a organization of 49 different Indigenous communities across Northern Ontario in an area about the size of Yemen, I think. And again, because of, terrible drought and weather, there's a lot of forest fires going on in this part of the province. If fire conditions and behavior continue on current course, the potential for full-scale evacuations of several communities is a reality, Anishinaabe Nation Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler said in a news release issued Monday night. And so the chief rightfully wants to have the province kind of take some action in order to secure its citizens and to help these Indigenous communities. The NAN said a provincial emergency declaration would allow full support for community evacuations, including the use of aircraft, watercraft, and temporary accommodations in other communities. And while the province of Ontario has said, okay, look, we hear you, yeah, this is an issue, guess what they're saying? Stephen Warner, a spokesperson for the Office of Ontario Solicitor General Sylvia Jones, said that a provincial declaration of emergency is not required to provide disaster response to communities. In Canada, emergency management in First Nation communities is the responsibility of the federal government, Warner said. In Ontario, we have an agreement with the federal government to provide some preparedness and response activities in First Nation communities. So I can't wait to hear what the jurisdiction people have to say about this. Right now, this is basically a case of hot potato where the province is saying, look, hey, we hear you and we'd like to help, but you should kind of talk to the feds first. Here you go, feds. And the feds okay, but provincial jurisdiction? Okay, but your treaty obligations? Okay, but that's basically what's happening right now. And literally dozens of fires are burning and the photos are pretty horrifying. Now, evacuations of Deer Lake, Poplar Hill, and Pekangacum First Nation in northwestern Ontario have been taking place in recent days, with members being hosted in other communities, including Thunder Bay. So there are some attempts, but the main issue here is that we have a potential environmental and humanitarian crisis about to erupt in northern Ontario, predominantly affecting Indigenous people. And furthermore, the people who have a responsibility to act, both the province of Ontario and the federal government, are being very sluggish or trying to play the jurisdiction game when really action just needs to be taken. The wildfires aren't going to wait for people to sort out whose jurisdiction this is. It's just yet another reminder that while we love to talk a good game and, Justin Trudeau will make all those lovely speeches about reconciliation and promising to take action, when we have an opportunity to act right now in Northern Ontario, no major party is actively getting involved. And that's what's bothering me today.